Sometimes travel or a place just hits different. The stars and planets align, and you end up in the perfect place with perfect people at the perfect time. This was that trip. There are certain cities that spend years living in your imagination. You see the photos, you hear the stories. People tell you that you just have to visit. So you have to ask, can a place really live up to that much hype? So when my friend Tomas, whom I've known for many years, volunteered not only to let me and Porky crash at his place, but to be our personal tour guide, Porky and I could not say no. Welcome to Prague. And honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better way to experience one of Europe's most beautiful cities. One of the best parts about traveling isn't always the places, it's the people you reconnect with along the way. Tomas once lived and worked in Atlanta and was part of a group of us regulars at my local bar. It's been a long time since I've seen him, and it was amazing to get to experience Prague through the eyes of someone who lives there. There's something special about that. Locals just don't show you where things are, they show you why those places matter. Now, almost immediately, I understood why Prague has become one of Europe's most visited cities. Every street seems to tell a story. Every corner reveals another church, another tower, another building that somehow survived centuries of history and empires. The architecture is almost overwhelming. There's Gothic, Baroque, Renaissance. It's like walking through an open-air museum that people still call home. It isn't just a tourist city. Prague feels alive. People live here, they work here, they meet friends in the squares, they enjoy coffee outside. Prague isn't frozen in time. It's simply learned how to carry its history into the present. Of course, no visit to Prague would be complete without making the climb up to Prague Castle. And trust Daddy, it's a climb and a perfect opportunity to remind oneself just how out of shape you are. And what surprised me wasn't the size of the castle, it's how it naturally fits into the skyline. You don't just visit the castle, you see it from almost everywhere in the city, standing there, looking over the rooftops with red tiles stretching towards the horizon. It's easy to understand why artists, writers, and photographers have been inspired by Prague for generations. Pictures simply don't capture the scale or the feeling. Sometimes travel reminds you that cameras can only record what your eyes see and not what your heart feels. I've been fortunate enough to visit some incredible cities during this journey across Europe and throughout my life. Some have surprised me because I knew almost nothing about them. Others, I've looked forward to for years. Prague belonged to that second category, and that's actually a dangerous place for a destination to be. I mean, the longer something stays on your bucket list, the bigger your expectations become. Sometimes reality can't compete with the version you've built up in your imagination. But Prague somehow managed to be even better, not because of one famous landmark or one church or one castle. It's the feeling the city gives you as you wander with an old friend, your dog, and without a plan. Breezes of music blowing through the squares, the centuries of history around every corner, enjoying some of the best cold beer to be found anywhere on some of the hottest days I've experienced in Europe this year. And maybe that's what makes travel so rewarding. Sometimes the places we anticipate the most are really worth the wait.
And as you can see, there's something missing here.
Yeah.
That was another hit in Second World War.
Okay.
The old town square was basically 50 meters this way.
Yeah.
It just went down.
Bloom.
And there were plans to rebuild it, and some time ago the government decided, you know what, let's keep it as it is.
It's a nice park.
It's a nice park. And if you want to buy some Rolex and Louis Vuitton, Paris Street, that's the place to go.
It's like, why did they do that?
There's Cartier on the corner.
Not bad for an old communist.
And the Christmas markets, which are happening here.
Is where they happen.
Jesus Christ, I hate it, but if somebody is in Christmas markets, that's the place to go.
Yeah. This visit also reminded me why I love slow travel. If I'd rushed through Prague in one afternoon, I would have seen the landmarks, but I probably wouldn't have experienced the city. Sharing it with an old friend changed everything. Instead of checking attractions off a list, we shared conversations over coffee in the mornings, old memories, a few laughs, and made a few new memories along the way. Those are the moments I'll probably remember the longest. Good. Yeah. Prague has officially earned its place among my favorite cities in Europe. Not that it's a beauty contest, but I'd say that Prague is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever visited. Prague speaks for itself. If Prague has been sitting on your bucket list, don't wait as long as I did. Some places really do live up to the stories, and sometimes they even exceed them. If you enjoyed coming along on today's walk through one of Europe's most beautiful cities, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join Porky and me as we continue exploring Europe one destination at a time. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring, y'all.